Now, we're going to experiment with more dangerous stuff, and that is with the Van de Graaff. Here you see a Faraday cage which has some openings. It's not solid conductor, but it has small openings, which doesn't change the situation too much, maybe only a little. And I'm going to go inside that cage. This would also be a nice Faraday cage, but it's very hard for me to crawl in there. And if I go in there with a radio, just like the radio in your car, then you may not be able to hear the radio, even though radio waves is a difficult story, because the shielding that we discussed is only electrostatic shielding, and radio waves are electromagnetic radiation with strongly changing fields. So it may not be as perfect a shielding as you may think. But we all know if someone breaks off the antenna of your car, which happens in Cambridge all the time, you have no reception inside, because your car is a Faraday cage. And so what I will do, I will go into the cage. I will first show you that when we charge that cage, that we bring it up to a few 100,000 volts. I'll just hold some tinsel in my hand to convince you that, yes, indeed, this cage will be charged by the Van de Graaff, provided there is contact here. And we'll see that, yes, Marcos, give me the full blast. Let's just look at the tinsel. You see this tinsel clearly indicates, like an electroscope, that I'm being charged now. So I'll jump off if you can discharge. Then I will go inside. I will have the tinsel with me. So I will show you that inside there, when they charge that cage, that the tinsels will not spread out. And I will bring with me this wonderful radio. And
a woman who opposes embalming is a suspect in the murder of two funerals.
I didn't plan that, believe me.
Catherine Padilla, grandmother of 10, denies the charges and tells a reporter she's not, quote, an assassin.
I'll first go in without any charge. So don't do anything.
She's 55 and she's formed what she calls her own tradition.
It's nothing. I'm shielded. However, there is a problem. You can still hear me. And I'm wearing a transmitter. And the receiver is somewhere outside this box. So why can you still hear me? That means that the kind of radio waves that I am transmitting, a very high frequency, it's not a static field, so somehow they can get through. So the shielding is not perfect for fast-changing electric fields. But it's good enough for AM radios. So now I'll go in, and I'll try to be brave, and he's going to try to zap me now, to electrocute me. But since I've taken 802, I'm not afraid. I've bumped my head, that's a different story. Okay, Marcos, do the best you can. Here are the tinsels. Running up, 100,000 volts, 200,000 volts. I feel as happy like a clam at high tide inside here. Nothing is happening. I'm not worried at all. If lightning were to strike me, who cares? I'm in a Faraday cage. Not going to spoil my weekend. I can touch the inside. There's no charge anywhere here. My weekend won't be spoiled, and I hope that the new assignment is not going to spoil yours either. See you next Tuesday.